Space, where stars explode, things collide, and somehow planets align.
The Mesopotamians were an agricultural society that existed almost 10,000 years ago. They observed cosmic events from ziggurats, which are pyramid-type buildings. All astronomical events were thought to have a purpose. The Egyptians' knowledge of astronomy was beneficial to their agriculture. They studied celestial bodies to predict when the Nile would flood. The Egyptians also built buildings to mark certain points in the sky.
Like Egyptian buildings, Stonehenge was built with the same purpose. It is a prehistoric solar observatory. On the summer solstice in June, the sun aligns with two of the stones.
The Chinese studied astronomy in 1300 BC. They made many recordings of astronomical phenomena like meteor showers and comets. Thales was apparently a UFC fighter. Oh no, never mind. Thales was a Malaysian astronomer who was one of the first to try to explain cosmological events with science instead of God, and was also the first to use the Little Dipper as a navigation tool. He also predicted a total solar eclipse. Pythagoras lived in circa 582 to 500 BC and had the original idea that objects were spherical and had orbits, also the Pythagorean theorem. The Babylonians were able to make predictions of celestial objects because of the recorded observations. Space was an important factor in the Babylonians' culture because of their astrology beliefs. Aristotle was correct in some of his theories and wrong in others. He stated that planets and stars must move in a circular rotation and that celestial objects must be round. However, he also incorrectly stated that the Earth must be motionless. Aristarchus of Samos thought it possible to use geometry to find the distance and size of the sun and moon. Eratosthenes used geometry to calculate the size of the Earth. Hipparchus contributed to astronomy by better calculating the distance and size of the sun and moon. He also noticed a shift in the stars and concluded that it was because of precession. The movement of the poles changes the position of the stars. Mesoamerican civilization, like the Mayans, were similar to Egyptians in the way that they built buildings to be aligned with certain celestial objects. But Ptolemy's work is still utilized today. He came up with the idea of using longitude and latitude, and he also perfected his epicyclical model, which describes that the path of a planet is a combination of motions on two orbits. Muslim religion is deeper intertwined with astronomy in different ways. There have been contributions that include early universe models that were pretty accurate. Islamic astronomers also saved early recordings and translated them into Arabic that led to the rebirth of astronomy in Europe. Nicholas Copernicus developed the first heliocentric model when he found that the Ptolemaic model and Plato's theory of celestial objects' motions contradicted with each other. The heliocentric model proves that the sun is the center while the earth orbits it. Tycho Brahe gave evidence supporting Copernicus, but disagreed with the heliocentric model. King Frederick III gave him an island. Galileo greatly improved the telescope and helped the acceptance of the heliocentric model over the geocentric model. Tycho and Kepler became colleagues, and Kepler replaced Tycho after his death. He came up with 3 laws regarding planetary motion. Isaac Newton came up with the laws of motion in 1665 in his family form over the span of 2 years. Edmund Halley is best known for computing the orbit of Halley's Comet. Einstein is well known for his theory of relativity in the field of astrophysics. Niels Bohr's model of atomic structure became the base of the quantum theory. He also founded the Institute of Theoretical Physics. Wolfgang Pauli was a theoretical physicist and is one of the pioneers of quantum physics. Edwin Hubble was an American astronomer who specialized in extragalactic astronomy. Also, the Hubble telescope is named after him. George Lemaitre is known as the father of the Big Bang Theory because he was the first to think of the theory. Robert Oppenheimer was a physicist and is known as the father of the atomic bomb. Fred Hoyle was a British astronomer and is best known for his steady-state theory. Penzias and Wilson are known for discovering cosmic microwave background radiation that is the result of the Big Bang. Armstrong and Aldrin were the first 2 people to ever walk on the moon during Apollo 11.